So questions from the audience. Thank you. There's a question here in the front. Anybody else? Do raise your hand, because...
Hello, my name is Davide Chinellato. I'm UK correspondent for La Gazzetta dello Sport. This is for either one of you. You talk about change a lot. Do you think AC Milan needs a change also on the pitch side, especially looking at next season maybe?
Well, I think I know what you're asking, and I think we're going to constantly, change is not a bad word. I think we're going to look at change everywhere. If I can be better, we're going to put better people around me. If I'm relying on Zlatan really to drive the opinions and perspectives and advice around your question. But I would say everything around Milan needs to change, but maybe evolve is a better word. Change suggests a binary thing where you're going to radically rip things out and everything else. There's no virtue to just doing that. I think evolve is a better way. And so we're going to look at processes. We're going to look at personnel. Got a lot of injuries. I'm not satisfied. Zlatan's not satisfied with the fact that we're not number one right now in Serie A. So until we're getting there, it's a young team. Frankly, to be honest with you, and I said this publicly, I think a week or two ago. You step back and you look at the fact that this is a very young team and a very new team. They're actually not doing bad, right? But we don't do well with not doing bad, right? And so we got more work to do. So change should be expected.
Sorry, Gerry, on the injuries point, how does that impact kind of the valuation, or the kind of the broader value of your of the team and the club?
Well, look, I mean, it's absolutely dilutive. I mean, if we're trying to be responsible in terms of the way we construct the player wage bill, and if we do all that work and then we show up and we're not having all the players play, then what's the point? And so, and there's lots of reasons for that. You can't just hang it on the medical staff and the physio staff. I mean, you got to look at, there's these players are under a lot of pressure. They're playing way too many games. You've got Serie A, you've got European competition, you got national team competition. So, that's another thing we need to look at.
Way more compared to the NFL, for example.
Yes. And so we got to care about the health of these players.